Welfare is bullshit. Unemployment? Bullshit. Fuck you. Get a fucking job. Everyone has to work. Everyone should work. Don't want to work at McDonald's? Too fucking bad. Got 4 kids? Need help? Get another job. You lazy fuckers. Look, you give people free shit, a free handout, and they'll be happy to be where they are. Why the fuck should I have to pay for your lazy ass to sit on a couch and watch government-supplied cable TV? We here at Ponderous Productions bust our asses. We just made 10 films in 1 year. 10 feature-length motion pictures. We busted our ass. We kept ourselves alive and sacrificed. You know, since we're a small business, we instantly have to pay a franchise tax. In order to get around the Texas state constitution that does not allow a state income tax, the fucking libs up in Austin created a franchise tax. So no matter how much money we make, we have to pay this tax. Even if we don't make a fucking dime. How fucked up is that, huh? Like the oil companies. They spend like $370 billion, and they make what, $70 billion in return? And then comes Uncle Sam. They pay 41% in taxes, so the $70 billion becomes $40 billion. Yeah, those rich, evil fucking oil companies. But did you not hear me? They spent $360 billion in order to make $40 billion. So that you lazy fucks can sit back on your governmental funded apartments watching your governmentally funded flat screen TV and watch your governmentally funded fucking cable. Yeah, I fucking actually got through that without stumbling. Yeah, go ahead and smile, laugh, get all full of the pride you have taken from the government. Because you know what? You're not taking from the government. You're taking from hard-working Americans. The 70% of us who actually work for a living. That's right. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I don't care if your feelings are hurt. You're getting shit for free. That means you're not working for it. That means you're getting by and surviving on the backs of hard-working Americans. Shame on you. Shame on your parents for letting you do that. Or maybe even teaching you to do that. We here at Ponderous Productions, we don't take unemployment. We don't get welfare. We won't even apply for state or federal grants because we think it's fucking sad and pathetic for an artist or filmmaker to accept money from the government. Why? Because it's not their money. If I get pissed off over a governmentally funded fucking grant for some filmmaker to make a movie about how global warming is a result of Christians protesting abortions, you'd say, hey, free speech. Those artists need to thrive and be helped by the government. But if I wanted to make a movie about how Democrats have destroyed the economy by giving bad mortgage to people who can't afford them, you'd say, hey, I don't want my tax money going to that. So in principle, we don't accept grants. Instead, we work harder. We stay up for 48 hours straight, and then we do sleep. We sleep for 3 or 4 hours before heading back to another 18 to 21 hour day. We destroy our knees and our backs for what? For a dream. That's what. And what do you have? A dream of getting your next welfare check so you can buy your new PlayStation game. Fuck you. Fuck you, you lazy, disgusting slob. Why is America the only country in the world with poor people that are fat? Because we pay them to be fat. That's right. Sit at home, do nothing. We'll pay you. Get fat, and then when your welfare runs out, you can get disability because you're too obese to work. You fat fucking Twinkie bastards. And don't give me that disabled stuff. I thought we were America. I thought we were the land where Christopher Reeve was able to continue acting and even direct after being paralyzed from the fucking neck down. I thought we were the land where a man in a wheelchair could become president and win a re-election. I thought we were the land of champions, where Lance Armstrong was diagnosed with cancer and a few short years later beat that cancer and won the Tour de France. So fuck you. Fuck your lazy ass. Every second you sit there and accept your welfare check, your disability check, you disrespect those great Americans that were able to overcome, who were able to be handed the shitty hand by life, and they were still able to overcome and make a better life for themselves. You are destroying this country. Instead of innovating and making yourself useful, you leech off society, and when someone tells you to get a job or to stand on your own 2 feet, be a man, then you and your liberal friends whine and moan and say, no, I can't. Or your friends say, oh, how sad. We can't. Well, then get out of this country. Because those of us who live in this country, we are Americans. That's right, motherfuckers. We're Americans. So get off your federally funded asses full of lard and go get a job. Otherwise, you're going to bankrupt this country, and the politicians and the corporations are going to have to move in and become your owners. You're already psychologically slaves. Why not go ahead and make the full transition and make yourselves completely slaves by turning your free will and body over to them as well? But if you ask me, it may already be too late. Right now, 30% of Americans don't pay taxes. We pay taxes just because we're a small business. What about you? Are you paying your fair share? Or are you leeching off of us and other hard-working Americans in the world? We all work for our money. Why aren't you? 30% of this country doesn't pay taxes. How do we get away with that? And those 30% are happy with where they are. They're satisfied being poor. How do I know? Because they're staying there. They're not getting out of the lower class. The middle class is shrinking. You know the middle class shrunk by 11% this past year? Yeah, well, look at this. The upper class grew by 11% last year. I guess that says where the middle class went, huh? They opened businesses. They started their own companies. They worked harder. Why isn't the lower class shrinking? Why isn't the lower class moving up into the middle class? Laziness. They're getting free cable. They're getting free rent. Oh, want that widescreen TV? Oh, pop out another fucking kid. There you go. Plasma TVs for everyone. If you're going to sit there and say, Frog, how cold can you be? How heartless can you be? You're such a Republican asshole. Well, you know what? So be it. I'm working hard and someday I'm going to be paying 50% of my income to these lazy fucks. Why? Why do I have to do that? I have to pay for their rent, their cable, hell, in a few years, their health care. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Guess what, asshole? Those are the Declaration of Independence, not guaranteed rights in the U.S. Constitution, all right? Government is too big already. And try getting the government to get rid of a tax, get rid of a fucking social program, or get rid of a law on the books. It's like pulling a diamond out of a Sandra Bernhardt's vagina. Well, that's probably pretty loose, so bad analogy. My bad, but you get the fucking picture. You want to live a better life? You want to pull yourself out of the fucking hellhole you're in? You want a better life for you and your monthly welfare check? Or kids? Well, get out there and work for it. Get a job. Start at McDonald's or Wendy's. Start at a grocery store. Start anywhere. No car? Walk. Buy a fucking bike. Take the bus. Save a little here and there. Maybe apply for a school loan. Work for your education. Then graduate and get a better job. Look, guess what? You're not going to be making $100,000 a year tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. The American dream isn't to get a job and maybe put a couple hours of hard labor in, go home and go to bed and wake up and pow! Next day you're fucking rich. It's that you work hard, you make sacrifices, and you become a better person. You make a better life for you and your children. Maybe you're lower class right now, but you start working hard. You start making sacrifices now, turning off your fucking cell phone, buy an economical car instead of the one you're paying $500 a month payments and $500 a month in insurance on. Make some tough choices. Buy generic. Put down the fucking booze. Make some sacrifices. Be smart with your money. Maybe when you retire, you'll be in the middle class or maybe the upper middle class. Maybe you're only making $80,000 and not the $100,000 you dreamed of. But you know what? Now you've paid for your children's education. You've given them a leg up in life. You've given them a better chance at life than you had so that they can make a better life for themselves. Now maybe they can make that $100,000 to $300,000 a year. Isn't that what being a parent is all about? Making a better life for your children? So you sitting there at your kitchen table smoking a cigarette and your moo-moo, wondering what's coming after the wheel of fortune? Or are you sitting there wishing you could have a better life for yourself and for your children? This is America. It's where you can make a better life for yourself. Don't let the liberals, don't let the Democrats, don't let the Republicans, don't let the TV, the newscasters, don't let anyone tell you can't do it. Because here in America, you can. And if you can't, well, I'm sorry. But you're just not trying hard enough. Stop living off the hard work of others. Start working for a better life for yourselves. You want to feel sorry for the children? You want to make sure the children are cared for? You want to make sure children have good lives? Well, don't let the government do it. They'll screw the kids up for life. Do it yourself. Get off your lazy fucking ass and do something with your life. And don't tell me you can't. Because if you think you can't, then you've already lost. And if you fail, get back up and do it again. No one said this is going to be easy. We've made over 35 features since 1991. The first 15 sucked balls, but you know what? Number 16 sold the blockbuster. So did number 17 and number 18. 22 to 24? We haven't gone anywhere yet, but we're going to keep trying. How about you? You going to give up on try number 1, number 2, number 10? Or are you going to keep trying? Well, why should you? The DVD we just made for that music group just paid for your flat screen TV. So what do you care, right?